Never allow anyone to abuse you. Abuse can be physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, and many other forms. Stand firm and protect yourself from both abusive men and women. Don't think it's normal to be abused since you grew up in an abusive family. Put a stop to it. As the Bible says in the book of Proverbs 3:31, do not envy the violent or choose any of their ways.
Hey Hermine, get me some juice. And why are you seated here anyway instead of getting lunch going?
Babe, we just had breakfast barely an hour ago. How can I be cooking lunch at this hour?
How dare you talk back to me? A woman's place is in the kitchen, not arguing with her husband.
Seriously, Lee? Is that all you think about your wife? The Bible says clearly in the book of he who finds a wife, finds a good thing, but here you are treating me like I'm nothing in your eyes.
Woman, are you trying to compare yourself to me? I go to work, I provide food, shelter and clothing. What do you provide?
Lee hits Hermine for arguing with him and tells her to learn to keep quiet when he's speaking. As Hermine starts crying asking why he hit her, someone knocks on their door and she stands to go check out who is there.
Hey, Hermine. Everything okay? Your eyes look a bit puffy. Were you crying?
Oh, it's nothing, just a little tired, you know.
Hermine, we've known each other for a while. You can tell me if something's wrong.
Well, okay. It's just that Lee and I had a bit of an argument.
Argument? I heard some noise when I was knocking. What happened?
He hit me.
What? That's not okay, Hermine. You can't just brush that off. You need to do something about it.
It's fine, Scott. Really. It's not the first time, and I'm sure it won't be the last.
Hermine, this isn't right. No one should treat you like that. You deserve better.
Scott, I appreciate your concern, but it's more complicated than it seems. I'll handle it.
Hermine, you shouldn't have to handle this alone. There are people who can help you, friends, family, or even the authorities.
Thanks for caring. I'll let you know if I need your help. Please come in.
Hey Scott, great to see you. Come on in. How have you been?
Thanks, Lee. I've been good, just keeping busy. How about you?
Oh, the usual. Work, life, trying to keep up with everything. Have a seat. Can I get you something to drink?
Yeah, sure. Maybe just some water for now.
Hermine, where's this woman? I called you Hermine, not once, not twice. But you didn't respond. What's wrong with you? Are you stupid?
Please forgive me, babe. I didn't hear you calling. I promise it won't happen again.
Forgive you, my foot? Don't let me call you again and you don't respond. Bring some water for Scott and juice for me. Nonsense.
Okay, right away. In a sudden altercation, Lee forcefully pushes Hermine aside, causing her to tumble and injure her hand. Unmoved by her distress, Lee callously disregards her and proceeds nonchalantly to the living room, leaving behind a tense and unresolved situation.
Lee, we need to talk about what happened with your wife in the kitchen. That was way out of line. You should treat your wife well.
I don't need anyone telling me how to handle my problems, Scott. She needed to hear the truth.
Truth or not, there's a line, Lee. You can't just explode like that. And resorting to violence? That's way out of line, man.
I don't see you having all the answers, Scott. You don't know what it's like having to repeat myself over and over again. Sometimes I have to be firm. I provide everything she needs. Why can't she make my life easier by doing what I ask her to do? Nonsense.
I get it, Lee. I really do. But violence is never the answer. You've got to find a way to communicate without resorting to aggression.
You think I don't know that? You think I wanted it to get that far? I've tried everything, Scott. She just doesn't listen.
There are other ways, Lee. Talk to her, seek counseling, but don't let it escalate to this. You're risking everything. If you won't listen to reason, then I can't be a part of this, Lee. I won't watch you destroy everything you've built. I just hope you figure things out, Lee, before you find yourself in a fix. But I won't be around for this. I'm leaving.
Fine. Leave. See if I care.
Hey Hermine, it's Scott. How are you holding up?
Hi Scott, I'm okay, I guess. Lee's been getting more aggressive lately, and I don't know what to do.
I'm really sorry to hear that, Hermine. No one deserves to go through that. Have you considered taking steps to protect yourself?
I don't want things to escalate, but I'm afraid they might. What should I do?
Hermine, your safety is the top priority. I suggest you start by documenting Lee's behavior. It might be helpful to get some small recording cameras and strategically place them in your living room, kitchen, and bedroom.
Recording cameras? Is that legal?
In many places, it's legal to record video in your own home. It varies, so you might want to check local laws. But capturing evidence of Lee's actions could be crucial for your case if you decide to seek legal help.
I never thought about that. How would it help?
If you have evidence of Lee's violent behavior, it can be presented in court when seeking a separation or a restraining order. It provides a concrete record of what's been happening, and it might make it easier for you to get the help and protection you need.
Thanks, Scott. I appreciate your support. I'll start looking into those recording cameras and consider my options.
I know it's tough, Hermine. You should not have to go through this alone. Reach out to friends, family, or a support group. And remember, your safety comes first. If you ever feel in immediate danger, don't hesitate to call for help, or if there's anything else I can do to help. Take care of yourself.
Thanks for your help. I'll keep you posted. Hermine, determined to escape her abusive marriage, initiates a strategic plan by meticulously documenting evidence of her husband Lee's anger and abuse. Skillfully gathering proof, she builds a compelling case against him. Seeking refuge with her sister, Hermine's legal team takes swift action, filing and serving Lee with charges of violence and abuse. Now faced with the legal consequences, Lee must respond to the allegations brought against him, setting the stage for a legal battle that will determine the outcome of Hermine's pursuit for justice and liberation from the oppressive relationship.
Order in the court. We are here today to address the charges against Mr. Lee for spousal abuse and violence. Mr. Lee, you stand accused of serious offenses, and the court has reviewed the evidence presented. How do you plead?
Your Honor, I plead guilty.
Very well. The court acknowledges your plea. Given the gravity of the charges and the overwhelming evidence against you, it is my duty to pronounce a sentence. The court hereby sentences you, Mr. Lee, to 5 years of imprisonment. Additionally, a restraining order is issued to protect the victim from any further harm.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. Please forgive me and reduce the sentence. I won't mistreat my wife again.
It's important to recognize the severity of domestic violence, and I hope that during your time in prison, you reflect on your behavior and take the necessary steps to change it. The restraining order is in place to ensure the safety of the victim. Failure to comply with its terms will result in further legal consequences.
Your Honor, I understand the consequences of my actions, and I'm willing to accept the punishment.
This court takes matters of domestic violence seriously, and it is our hope that the sentence and restraining order will provide the victim with the protection needed for their well-being. This session is adjourned.
Hermine sought counseling to recover from the abuse inflicted by her husband, Lee. Empowered by her journey, she enrolled in a counseling college, acquiring the skills to support others. Eventually, she secured a position as a counselor, dedicating herself to helping young individuals trapped in abusive relationships. Hermine's personal healing evolved into a powerful force for positive change as she used her experience to guide and uplift those facing similar struggles. Her transformation from survivor to counselor reflects resilience, turning a painful past into an opportunity to make a meaningful impact on the lives of others. Come on in, Wendy. Take a seat, make yourself comfortable. Thank you for seeing me, Hermine. I don't really know where to begin. Take your time, Wendy. There is no rush. We can go at your pace. How about we start with what brings you here today? I've been through something really difficult. It's hard for me to talk about, but I know I need help. My husband. He's been abusing me, emotionally and physically. I'm so sorry to hear that, Wendy. It takes a lot of courage to open up about such experiences. I'm here to support you. Can you tell me more about what happened, if you feel comfortable doing so? And that is what has been happening. I thank God for my friends who stood by me and encouraged me to take up counseling. I want to heal and move on with my life. I'm here for you, Wendy. Together, we can work towards finding ways to cope and rebuild. It's crucial for you to know that the abuse is not your fault, and you deserve to live a life free from harm. We can explore strategies to help you regain a sense of control and safety. Thanks for everything, Hermine. Hermine perseveres in her counseling endeavors, dedicating herself to aiding individuals in their journey toward healing from traumatic experiences. Her commitment to this noble cause remains unwavering as she supports and guides those grappling with the aftermath of various traumas. Contrastingly, Lee undergoes a transformative journey of his own during his incarceration. Serving his jail term becomes a catalyst for profound change, prompting him to recognize the gravity of domestic violence as a criminal act. Emerging from confinement, Lee experiences a significant shift in perspective, acknowledging the importance of treating women with equality and respect. This newfound understanding extends into his daily life, leading him to appreciate the contributions of women in a manner he had not before. The story thus unfolds as a testament to the potential for personal growth and redemption, showcasing how individuals like Lee can evolve positively, learning from their mistakes and contributing to a more equitable and compassionate society.